Hello, hello, hello. Good evening to each and every one of you. This is your girl, Apostle V, and you have tuned into another episode of Just Being V. So, before I go into anything else, I give God all the honor and the glory. I thank Him for choosing me and considering me to do this. I thank God for my covering apostle and pastor Johnson. I thank God for my husband. I thank God for my sister that agreed to join me this evening. And I thank God for each and every one of you. So, with that being said, we know that this month is Breast Cancer and Domestic Violence Month. And so I asked this queen, my sister, my friend, if she would mind coming up here and talking to us um, about her experience. And so, with that being said, I want to introduce everyone to Honey Bee. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
Good.
Yes, maybe this is like a follow-up to the last time you
Yes,
interviewed me, which was
it
a
is.
year ago, I believe, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
okay.
actually, what we did was it last year? It was
It
last year.
was. It was
Yeah.
last year when I was
Wow.
in the thick of things, right?
Yes. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God.
So like
Wow.
now, I'm on the other side, in my survivor
Yes.
thriving mode. Um, and what I would want to say is it's an adjustment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's an adjustment getting back to me.
Wow.
And there's a part of me that don't feel like I'll ever get back to myself at 100%. I'll say that.
Okay.
I'll let you ask the questions and then I'll answer.
No, you're good. So I just want to refresh everyone's memory. Um, can you tell us um what type of cancer you had? Um, how did it come about that you learned you were diagnosed, and then from there what was the precautions, the measures and everything that you took?
Well, I went for a regular every 6 months mammogram like
Mhm.
I normally do. I have to get x-rays on mine because I have dense breasts. And dense breast means that the fibers in my breasts are really thick, so they have to use like a special machine to see it.
Okay, okay.
When I went for my mammo, they found there was three spots that was concerning,
Mhm,
and they sent me for a biopsy, and out of the three, two came back as cancerous,
mhm.
and right next to each other. uh, as far as the name of the cancer, I can't tell you. I can just tell you I had cancer, two
Right.
lump, right breast near my nipples, 10 o'clock, 10 and what is it, 10 and 3 and 10 and
Uh-huh.
5,
Wow.
if that
Okay.
makes sense to
Yes.
whoever is listening, out there in the medical world. Um,
Oh, wow.
so,
That's
that was told, oh, that's so rare, but I
mhm.
found out that it's not rare for
Right.
women to have two tumors.
Mhm.
I don't know what made mine's rare, but I don't feel like it was rare. I felt like, in talking to other women and in talking to, my support system online, there were other women that were going through the same thing I am.
Right.
So, yep, I found out right after I celebrated my 52nd birthday.
Mhm.
So, I carried that weight for a while, and I actually had a vacation planned. I had to ask the doctor, can I go on my vacation? Because
Mhm.
they wanted to start my treatment like right away. And I said, nope, I would prefer to start it after I came back from vacation. Because if anything happened to me, at least I went on vacation and I
That's right.
I got to experience something, which was Europe for me in this case.
Ooh, was
Right?
it beautiful?
It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. I definitely want to get back to Italy. That was, I think, my favorite out of all the countries I visit. Spain was okay, France was okay,
Uh-huh.
but Italy was the spot.
And I
Um,
know this may not have too much to do with that, but could you tell us what Italy looked like? Because I really want to go. I do.
Lots of leather and apparently that's where our leather comes from, right?
Well,
The real stuff, gelato. Um,
oh,
the city itself is beautiful. I mean, we saw it in parts, you know.
yeah, yeah.
It's a very beautiful country. I'm gonna
Mhm.
say not city, country, and lots of walking. I will say going in June is probably not the best idea,
Uh-huh.
only because it was so hot that I felt like my scalp was burning. That's how hot it
Are
was.
you
It was hot.
serious?
So definitely you
Oh.
need a lot of sunscreen.
Yeah,
Um, but the food was good. The people were really nice. I didn't encounter anybody that was negative towards me.
yeah.
It's just a lot of walking. If
Okay.
you're going to sightsee, it's a lot of walking. You have to, I wouldn't say wear sandals. Like I saw some people wearing sandals.
Yeah,
It's a sneaker.
type trip.
Yeah, type
Okay.
trip. Yeah.
And the reason I asked that, and some people may be like, well, that has nothing to do with the cancer. But the main reason I asked that is because once you found out about this
Mhm.
and you still pressed and pushed to do something that you wanted to do,
Yep.
I think that's remarkable because a
Mhm.
lot of times, I mean, thank God I've never had cancer. Um, the closest thing I came to was, I had a cyst on my left thyroid, and I had surgery. They removed it, but it was benign. It wasn't cancerous, and I really didn't get on no thyroid medicine until maybe like 2 years ago, and that's
Okay.
because I kept bugging them, to put me on it because your thyroid controls everything.
Right.
So I felt that I was struggling a lot, with my weight and everything. But other than that, I didn't have an issue. But I commend you and I admire you because you didn't allow the news to stop you from what
No.
you already had, planned. And,
Yeah.
I wish that for so many other people. I know it's a blow. Um, far as with women, we get our, breast exam, our mammograms and stuff. And then just, you've been doing everything right. You're in the shower, you're doing your breast examination, all that. And then to get hit with that. And some people would just, they'll stop. They're not gonna want to do anything. They need time to take everything in. But I commend you for going ahead with the plans that you already made, because like you said, if something happened, at
Yeah.
least you did
And
what you set out
um,
to do.
I would say my vacation gave me some time to sit with myself,
Mhm.
um, get my mind right clearly, understand what was happening to me,
Right.
what I knew what the treatment was when got back because I was already told immediately the minute you get back, we're starting treatment. So I
Yes.
started treatment in July
Okay.
2nd to be exact. I got my port on June 28th. I started treatment July 22nd, July
Mhm.
2nd, July 2nd. So June 28th, I got my port.
Mhm.
July 2nd, I started chemo. Um, it was a 5 or 6 hour appointment. It's an
Mhm.
all day thing. You go in there. Um, I didn't realize that there was different sites I could have went to that was a little bit more private because I ended up what's in our downtown Hartford area.
Mhm.
It's not a private by any means treatment.
Oh.
You're in a room with two other people, so it's three
Yeah.
people per room. There could be two or three nurses coming in and out at any point in time. All
Wow.
you have is a curtain that's blocking you from the
Yeah.
next person. Um, it got to the point where my daughter went with me for my first appointment, and I had to tell her I don't want anyone to come with me after this. I didn't
Okay.
want anyone with me because there wasn't any privacy per se.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would talk to the nurses and just tell them in my chart, put in my chart when I come in. One, don't put me near the bathroom because I just thought that was disgusting. Two,
Yes.
block pull my curtain all the way because I don't wanna see anybody else while I'm getting this treatment.
Right.
And I took the time and, I would do my little videos and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but I slept. It was a time just for me to just zen to
Mhm.
myself because it was like I said, literally 5 hours of treatment. You're sitting there and the drugs are being pumped into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a slow process, or do they have to
Mhm.
keep coming to change the bags, or
There
how
was
does that work?
there were, like, 3 different bags, but each bag had its own time frame.
Wow. So
Yeah.
this ain't something where they can just go and turn the thing all the way up and just push it in your body. This is
No,
something.
no.
Wow. But
Yeah,
I love how
that
you
right?
said that was your time for you. That
Yeah,
was your you time. I like
and
that.
I utilized it to the best of my ability because I just felt like in that moment, that's all
Mhm.
the control I really had,
Uh-huh.
and,
Yeah.
people would be like, "Well, if you ever want me to come sit with you," I'm not gonna lie, it was a depressing moment,
Right.
and I did not want anyone to sit with me in that
Yeah.
depressed moment.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just took advantage of the time to just be with myself
Mhm.
I would take some reading material or
Yeah.
like I said, I would sleep the appointment because sometimes whatever they gave me would like put me like knock me out or make me really drowsy.
Yeah.
So I just took advantage and just let the drugs do what it's supposed to do and
Mhm.
just relax. But I went through chemo um from July to December.
Mhm.
And because I had what was called 12 rounds, and
Okay.
they did it in increments, but 12 rounds of chemo. So it took me from July to December. I finished my last one December 24th,
Wow.
right?
Okay.
And then I was supposed to have surgery after.
Mhm.
And my surgery ended up getting pushed to January 15th. And what the surgery why reason why it got pushed is because I didn't realize I had to find my own plastic surgeon. Yeah,
Mm.
I did not know I had to find my own
Yeah.
plastic surgeon, so that kind of frustrated me because I said, had I known, I would have started looking for my plastic
Right.
surgeon, like, when I started, because
Uh-huh.
that's something I wanted to have line up. I had a breast surgeon, I didn't have a
Okay.
plastic surgeon. Okay, and
So
what the
they waiting
plastic
on
surgeon
you and you waiting on them.
exactly.
Wow.
So and then things had to be done at a certain time frame. So my first surgery was January 15th,
Mhm.
and I ended up having a lumpectomy, which is removing the lumps because the cancer, what it did was it shrunk. And let me back up. I had stage 1 and stage 2 cancer.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. So this the stage 1, um, it shrunk it enough to where it was basically they didn't even really see it. The one that was stage 2, that was the more aggressive cancer. That was
Mhm.
what the chemo treatment was for. So
Okay.
chemo helped both of them, but it was mainly for the the tumor that was a stage 2.
Okay.
And the it shrunk it, but and it
Mhm.
shrunk it down to, you know, under, I guess, centimeter or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And when they went in, they were able to get all of it. I didn't have
Okay.
anything in my lymph nodes as well. Um,
Awesome.
and yeah, and
That's a blessing.
my plastic surgeon, I guess
Mhm.
maybe things happen the way it's supposed to. I don't know, but she ended up being phenomenal because
Mhm.
I went out of town. So I went out of Hartford to find her because
Uh-huh.
what I wanted for surgery was what's called a DEP flap,
Okay.
and where they literally took a piece of my stomach
Okay.
to build my breasts, and they took the fat from my stomach
Yeah.
to fill my breasts and tissue.
That is
Yeah.
neat.
So because I
Oh,
up
wow.
for not having implants, I didn't want to
Yeah.
have implants that I have to every certain amount of years you got to change
Yeah.
that out.
Yeah.
Um, I I didn't want anything foreign in my body. I wanted my body
Uh-huh.
to be of me.
Yes.
And, so that's why I went with that route, and a lot of women don't know that they even have that choice. I'm not gonna lie, my surgery was 11 hours when I
Uh-huh.
had my, double mastectomy, which
Mhm.
was June 30th, I had my double mastectomy. So
Okay.
Imma back up. Ju January 15th, they did a lumpectomy to remove the lumps,
Mhm.
and my plastic surgeon, I was saying she's so great, she came in, she said, "Look, I think I can save your nipples." And
Okay.
I was like, "Well, I don't care if my nipples get saved, I just want a healthy body." She
Right,
says, "No,
right.
but I really feel like I can save your nipples. I think
Mhm.
you're gonna feel comfortable, you know, with your
Right.
body."
Yeah.
And she came in and she did a breast lift. So she took my boobs, which I thought I had great boobs. I really
Mhm.
did. I thought my boobs were beautiful. Before, she
Right.
took my boobs from here and brought them up here.
Go ahead, girl. Go ahead, girl.
So they were my daughters were like, "Oh, your boobs are so perky." Like they're just sitting right up there. I don't know how to think because I really thought I had great looking boobs.
I always thought you had a beautiful body.
You
I
know,
really did. But
I
it's
really
like,
did. But
wow.
yeah,
Oh my God.
that threw me for a loop, and
Yeah.
of course, it was getting adjusted to seeing my body,
Uh-huh.
so up there,
Mhm.
right? But my second surgery, the second phase of this was me getting the reconstruction. So that took place on June 30th. I had a double mastectomy, which is removing
Okay.
both all the tissue and fat from both breasts and
Okay.
rebuilding it. And they took that out of my stomach. So what I got in the process of that was
Mm.
a minor tummy tuck. So it looks like a tummy tuck, but it's
Yeah.
not a tummy tuck.
Right,
But because
right.
they took it out of my stomach and they
Yeah.
literally went all the way up to my rib cage, because she said she kept telling me, "You need to gain some weight, you need to gain some weight." But for some
Mhm.
reason, in the process of getting over a cancer diagnosis, I
Mhm.
also got type 2 diabetes. And I
Oh.
was diagnosed in the early part of no, January.
Mhm.
They I think they finally diagnosed me like February 9th or something, but I by January, I you could see I had lost a good
Yeah.
30 pounds.
Uh-huh.
And I can tell you, and that's January to now, I've lost almost 45 pounds. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Well, you look good.
And I, she kept telling me I need to gain weight because
Mhm.
she's gonna need that fat, but she just went a little further up and was able to take it out. So what I feel
Yeah.
right now in my stomach is I call it like jello. If my
Yeah.
stomach feels like jello,
Uh-huh.
it's very tight. Very tight. So, like, none of my clothes fit. I literally had to give all of my clothes away because none of my clothes fit. So
Oh
I've
my
been, like, literally going through all my stuff and just giving it away because none of my clothes fit because that's how like, like, I
oh,
don't snatch she has me, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, it has its positives, but again, I want people to understand they have a choice.
Mhm.
You don't have to opt for breast
Right.
implant, you can get the depth flap and, just as long as you're comfortable with knowing that the surgery might take 10 plus hours, because again, mine
Yeah.
was an 11-hour surgery.
Ooh.
Um, I wasn't fearful that I wasn't gonna come out of it. I
Mhm.
know there were people that was trying to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
But I did my research. I knew exactly what was going to happen. I watched the surgery like on a YouTube
Yes.
video because you know how some of
Mhm.
those people do that.
Yes.
So I was able to see the process. My doctor showed me her work as well. I
Uh-huh.
didn't feel that I wasn't in the wrong hands.
Right.
I didn't feel that something was going to happen to me. I didn't feel like I was going to die on the table.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when I woke up, it felt like I wasn't even asleep for 11 hours. I said, wow, like I was under for 11 hours. And I didn't feel like I was under for
Yeah.
11 hours. I literally felt like I just went to sleep and somebody woke me up.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So would you like encourage or um let people know, let women know that they do have that option, and what should they ask for? Is it the duck flap, or is it something specific that they need to tell their doctor to where they don't have to get the implants? What is it that they should tell their doctor?
Well, I mean, it's a personal choice. I would tell women to do their research prior to,
Mhm.
when it comes to your reconstruction, you want to, this is your body and
Right.
you to advocate for it
That's
100%.
right.
Um,
But you hear
again,
so
I
many
went
people
in
talking
it
about
knowing what,
implants. You know what
huh?
I'm saying? You hear so many people and doctors pushing the implants,
Yes,
and
they
you're
do.
really the first person that I've heard say, that the doctor can take the fat from other places, because it's like they're big on the implants.
They
So,
are.
again, I commend you for that because
And
this is
I'm
the
gonna tell
first
you
time me
why.
hearing this.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Mhm.
I'm back up. So remember when I said I had to find my own plastic surgeon?
Right.
Because the plastic surgeon they originally referred me to was pushing implants. And then as he's talking, he's like, "Oh, well, what size would you like it?" I said, "What size?" I said, "Whatever size my body can yield." I
Yeah.
don't know. You look at me. What
Yeah.
size do you think I can get? I mean, I said, I'll be happy whatever size my body can
Right.
can give me. And then he says, "No, that's not how implants work." I said, "Well, I don't want implants." I said, "I want the depth flap." So I knew what I wanted going in because
Yeah.
like I did my
Yeah.
research prior to going in there. I would tell women, know what you want before you go talk to your doctor.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the people say, "Oh, don't go on online and don't go on those web med what MedWebs things." What I did. I did go
Web med,
to
yeah.
Google and I did do my research, and
That's right, that's right.
I saw other people's work, and like I said, I actually watched a whole YouTube videos, several of them, because I wanted
Mhm.
to see what it is that this surgery entailed.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's what I want. I knew for sure that's what I wanted. So when I met with the plastic surgeon and he was offering me this the implants, I said no. So
Yeah.
he's the one that referred me to the plastic surgeon I had. But here's the kicker: with my insurance, and granted, I have great insurance.
Uh-huh.
My insurance, the in within the Hartford healthcare system, this way north, there is
Uh-huh.
no doctors in the Hartford healthcare system that does this surgery in this demographics
Are you
of
serious?
Connecticut. So, the only 2
Wow.
doctors, this is
Yeah.
the kicker, the only 2 doctors that do this surgery in the Hartford healthcare system was
Uh-huh.
out of Bridgeport, which is about an hour away from me, right? That's not
Oh,
so bad. It's a
yeah.
husband and wife team. So I said,
Okay.
"Well, I'll start with the wife and see what she says."
Yeah.
And it just so happens we clicked because I said if she didn't have and then she didn't have any she couldn't take me, I would then go to the husband. But
Right.
it's a husband and wife team. They both do this surgery. This is the best part. She's been doing coming north and doing the surgery once a
Oh,
month and
awesome.
as a teaching,
Yeah.
right? So she has students under her. So once a month. So she was able to fit me in rather than me
Mhm.
go to her in Bridgeport,
Mhm.
which I told her I don't care. As long as my insurance pay for it, I
Yeah.
don't care. But rather than me go to take the hour ride to Bridgeport and then recover there, she had me stay in Hartford Hospital, and she came to me in Hartford Hospital and she did the surgery here. There is no recovery area for this surgery, so I
Mhm.
recovered with people that would have like a heart attack.
Yeah.
I recovered on that floor. And but they took care of me. That she coached them on what to
Mhm.
do over the phone. They had a question, they called her right away. She answered. My doctor was great. I can't
Awesome.
say anything bad about her. I'm grateful that I found her.
Mhm.
Um, I hope that when she's finished teaching that there will be this program in the
Yeah.
Hartford area and people won't have
Mhm.
to travel, but I'm gonna travel for her.
And would you mind sharing her name and, the
Yes.
name of her
Her name is
her clinic, her prison?
Her name is Dr. Elizabeth Sterling Craig. And she's out of St. Vincent's Hospital. in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and St. Vincent's is part of the Hartford Healthcare program.
Oh, wow.
So people just have to know, like, look at your insurance
Uh-huh.
and check, who the doctors are within network. I wouldn't have known had the other doctor not said what he said and then said, "Oh, this is who you need to call." And they're the only two in the Hartford
Mhm.
Healthcare program that does the surgery. That's the part that blew my mind. I was just like, nobody else does this surgery.
Are you
But
serious?
on the flip side,
Wow.
I felt
Yeah.
like I was in great hands.
Mhm.
And when I say the fact that she called me and said, "I think I can save your nipples." She was looking out for
Mhm.
my best interest. She says, "I know what a woman wants to look and feel like. That's
Yeah.
my job, is to make sure that you feel and look the way you want to, after all this is said and done." And I was just like, well, that's her looking out for my best interest as well, and I can appreciate that. Yeah.
So her name is Elizabeth Sterling Gregg. Is
Craig.
it one G or 2 Gs?
Craig. Craig.
Oh, Craig. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the
Mhm.
woman named Greg. Lord Jesus. Okay. Craig. Craig.
Yep, Sterling Craig.
Okay.
Yep.
I wanted to put that in there. That is amazing. Oh my God. So after that, have you had any complications? Any tenderness, redness, any, have you had to deal with anything?
I actually, um, the stuff I'm dealing with, and
Mhm.
I healed very nicely from my surgery, like
Awesome.
very nicely.
Mhm.
I'm not in pain.
Mhm.
I wasn't in pain after, I want to say, about maybe August. Like, as August rolled around,
Mhm.
I started to feel a lot better with my incisions. My drain bags came out within 2 weeks of surgery. Like, when I left the hospital, a
Mhm.
couple of them, because I left the hospital with six altogether. That was two up top
Uh-huh.
and four at the bottom. So three on each side.
Okay.
And my drain bags were, by the time I left the hospital, they started to where they wasn't really getting much blood out of them.
Uh-huh.
So within by week one, when I saw her, I got the first set of drains out. By week two, um, the second set of drains came out. So no, week one, I was able to take out three of the drains. By week two, I got the other three taken out. So my healing was,
Mhm.
she did a phenomenal job. Like,
Oh,
I I can't say nothing bad about the way my body looks.
wow.
I'm
Mhm.
just a lot smaller and my clothes don't fit,
Will it
right?
give you a chance to
So
go shopping?
that part.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so the
Wow.
healing process was really phenomenal.
Mhm.
Maybe because surgery nowadays is more invasive. It's not as, I
Mhm.
don't know, botched as they used to be back in the day,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
feel like I healed very quickly. Um, I also had to do physical therapy for my breast, so I
Mhm.
just got out of that last week. But
Okay.
I've been doing physical therapy for my breast, and they just have me doing stuff to,
Okay.
I have to do also for my stomach stuff, just to make sure that I don't have any scarring. So they'll
Yeah.
massage me, make sure that my lymphatic
Mhm.
system is working,
Okay.
um, that kind of thing. But a lot of it is stuff I can do on my own. So like every day I'll get up and I have a massage roller and I'll roll it across my
Yeah.
stomach. Yeah. And for my breast, it's just to massage it
Mhm.
and do all this. Where I feel more tender still is right in between my breasts.
Okay.
There's a tender
Okay.
spot, but I heard that doesn't go away so quickly. It
Yeah.
might not be, it could be a year,
Mhm.
18 months to 2 years before I really start, even for my stomach itself, before I really start to feel like normal, like where there's nothing. And the only other thing about my stomach I would say is that because, like, she must have took every ounce of fat I had,
Mhm.
because when I say all I feel is skin and then my organs under it.
You know where your small and your large intestines are?
Yes, yes, I do, and I can, like, literally feel it.
Wow.
It's
Well,
weird,
baby, you
so,
work for that. The way you stay
you
in the gym,
know,
you work for that.
um, yeah,
That
I can
help.
I feel like she gave me a little 3-pack.
Mhm.
She did, she gave me a 3-pack. So I'm not gonna
Oh,
say a 6, but she
wow.
definitely gave me a 3-pack. But that's about it. Like, I feel great for the most part. The
Mhm.
stuff I'm experiencing, post chemo, because I also had to do another treatment of immunotherapy, which is a form of chemo,
Okay.
after, and I started that in April and I finished at the end of August as well. Um, but the stuff that I'm feeling is joint pain.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
my joints are inflamed for the most
Ooh,
part.
okay.
Um, my knees, they're, and I know people don't see it because I
Mhm.
don't, really try hard not to look like I can't walk, but
Right.
there are days when I literally can't walk. My
Sis.
shoulder, my clavicle to my
Yeah.
shoulder is like, I don't know if you can see it, but my clavicle, one
Yeah.
side is more enlarged than the other. All this is
Oh,
in
okay.
pain. And then my head, my neck, from
Uh-huh.
here to here, from here down to here,
Oh,
it's
wow.
it feels like I'm always on 10. So it's a lot of joint pain.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm in the process of seeing 3 different orthos, one for my
Okay.
knee, one for my
Okay.
shoulder, one for my neck.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and I start PT for my knees next week.
But
Yeah,
guess what? It's alright though, because 'cause you're still
I'm
here.
here. I'm
You are
here,
still here.
and that's
You
all
are
that
still here.
matters. I tell people,
That's it.
cancer, as much as I felt like it took from me,
Mhm.
the positives that I gained from cancer was I got so much quality time with my grandsons. They're a year now,
Oh. Oh my
and
god.
I can't I can never say enough thanks to God because I got to really spend time with my
Yes.
grandsons and get
Yeah.
to know them and get to know their personalities, and it's not me running to work and then having trying to fit that time in with them. I
Mhm.
got to stay in home and spend time with them.
That's a blessing in itself.
And that in itself was huge for me.
Wow.
But the joint pain, hopefully at some point that will
Mhm.
start to go away. The inflammation will go down and I'll resume some type of, like, I don't want to say normalcy because I don't think
Mhm.
normal exists anymore to a degree, but
That's right.
yeah,
Because everybody's normal is not the same.
no, no,
Everybody normal is not the same, but I speak healing over you
thank
and that
you.
you will have peace from ailments and aches and pains in your body in the name
Thank
of
you.
Jesus. You're a beautiful spirit, you a beautiful person, and you are a warrior. I'm not using strong. See, I learned I'm not using strong, baby. You are a warrior. You are a force to be reckoned with.
Remember, like,
Yeah,
you remember, like, that word.
yes.
Ooh, that
You
word.
are a force to be reckoned with. And I'm honored and proud to call you my sister and friend. We've been at this, oh God.
I know, right?
About wait a minute.
And people we've
Oh
never met in
my God.
person, ever.
Sis, hasn't it been
But V, you're
like
definitely more
15
than a
years?
Facebook friend. You are definitely a sister.
You
And I'm
are a
grateful for you.
no, I'm grateful for you. It's been 15 years. We've
Wow.
been friends for 15 years
Yep.
and never laid eyes on each other in person, but we're gonna change that.
We gonna change that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Yes.
gon that is my he said, "Well, whatever you ask, you shall receive." And
Mhm.
I'm asking him next year that I can meet some of my Facebook friends and sisters. I am. That is That is one of my biggest desires that I really, I'm tired of seeing people like Dorothy.
Yeah.
A lot of people
God
that,
rest her
I
soul.
knew, yeah, and they're gone and never had a chance to meet them. And I don't want to live like that no more. I
Yeah.
don't want to go through that. So there's too many modes of transportation. There's too many moments that he give us, and I'm going to take advantage of each and every one of them. So I'm going
Amen.
to speak this into the atmosphere. I'm coming to see you.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
coming to
ready.
see
I'm
you.
ready.
Right? And I need you to take me to the beach. I need you to take me to the park.
Oh,
Yeah,
gee.
the beach and the park, and I want us to put on some yellow and white sundresses, and I want us to have a good time. I'm
Okay.
speaking that. Yeah, I
You
am. I'm,
got
I'm
you.
speaking
I
that.
got
I'm
you.
I'm ready. And there's another one, Robin. I'm coming to see Robin too, girl. There's so many people.
Mhm.
Ooh, and God gonna bless me financially that I'm gonna be able to do all of this. Cause
Amen.
yeah, I want to meet y'all. But
Yeah,
sis, I
my
want to thank
my
you so
schedule
much.
next year
Oh,
looks
go ahead. Go ahead.
crazy. My schedule, because I know you have the cruise next year, but
Girl,
I
yeah.
have 3 weddings next year to attend.
Are you serious?
3.
Well, let me
And
know when they are so I don't come during them times because I want you all to myself.
it's just crazy. One of them is actually gonna be in Atlanta. Um,
Okay.
they're in Lawrenceville, the Lawrenceville area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but literally I'll be there. That's gonna be like a quick weekend, hop on a
Okay.
plane and then be back.
Okay.
Um, and
Okay.
then I have another one in July that my cousin is gonna renew her vows in Jamaica.
Ooh,
I have to be there. I was in her
oh
wedding.
my God. Beautiful.
So, and
And
then
where's
I
the other
have
one?
one big wedding coming up. I can't
Mhm.
really talk about it because it
Okay.
hasn't been officially announced, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I'm definitely a
Awesome.
part of that. So
Oh
it's
my
the
God.
it's
Well,
just
congratulations to
one
the
thing after the next.
soon to be bride, Beyonce,
Yes,
whatever, but
yes.
congratulations to her. Sis, I want to thank you so much as always for being open and transparent and just being you. Forgive me, I will be more active in Goddess, I promise you. Um,
I tell people, even if you just check in once a week,
that's
once
I need to do once a day because I fell off
um
bad. I
be
fell off bad.
well, we're all busy.
Yeah.
And there's that's not even a lie, because even me, myself, and
Mhm.
it's I'm not on social media as much as I used to
Right.
be.
Mhm.
I literally, especially when I'm at work, right?
Right.
I might pop on real quick if I'm on a lunch break or something, but when I'm at work, literally going back to
Mhm.
work has been, woo. um, but for the most part, I tell people just check in once a
Yeah.
week and just say something and leave something positive and
That's right.
uplifting for the next person,
That's right.
because you don't
You
we
don't.
speak from an empty cup, most of us. Fill
Mhm.
somebody else's cup.
That's
That's
right.
all. And
That's
it
the
doesn't
truth.
take it but a second to do that,
That's all
right?
it takes.
So
That
I
is
just
all
tell
it takes.
people I'm the person that shares everybody's events,
Yeah.
everybody's whatever's going on. I don't ask people,
Mhm.
"Oh, can I share your stuff?" It's
Right.
automatic. If you're
That's
out
it.
there doing something, especially the ones that's doing a lot of community work, I'm
Yeah.
gonna share that information because you don't know who needs that.
Exactly. Exactly. And so
So,
many people try to keep things never mind, that's a whole nother video. But anyway, I
yeah,
thank you for
I
all you
know.
do. Yeah, I
Thank
thank you
you.
for all you do. I honor you. God knows I honor you. My husband and I have been talking about doing something. Um, and I just want you to know that when we do it, you will be a part of it. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
We're not gonna reveal it right now, but yeah,
Well,
it
I
is
speak
it's
abundance over it, and I can't wait. Oh,
yeah, I love you. I love you. So listen, everyone, you tuned into Just Being V, and I'm here talking with my sister, the queen herself, Honey B, Miss Hillary Honey B Brown. And we're talking about cancer. We all know that this month is breast cancer and domestic violence month. And I'm
yes.
going to do everything that I can to support and be there, get information out because it's a lot of things that people don't know. I can only imagine. I know it's a scary thing to be diagnosed with something like this, not knowing the outcome. And so I want people to understand that everything does not lead to death. Everything does not lead to,
Exactly.
6 months, 3 months. You can live a long, prosperous life, but you got to do your part as well. As she said, research stuff, study stuff, look up different things, look up your options. Don't let anyone just tell you what you have to do, but look
Do.
at the different
Mhm.
options that you have that suits your body, that suits your needs, because everybody needs and everybody's body is not the same. So,
Exactly.
with that being said, my queen, I honor you. I love you. And as always, I'm here. And I thank you for joining us this evening. And I love you.
Mhm. I love you
And
too.
if
Can
you
I just
need
share
me,
one more thing?
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, People, get the memo. Don't
Hmm.
be scared of a machine. It's just a machine.
That's
The
right.
other thing is, on October 26th is the Susan G. Komen More Than Pink Walk that's taking place here in Hartford, Connecticut.
Okay.
And that is the walk that I'll be doing in support of breast cancer awareness.
Oh,
So I hope to get as many of you on board to join me. If you want to support, this is the t-shirt that we'll be rocking for 2025.
awesome.
They're $25. A portion of the
Okay.
proceeds go towards the walk. So
Oh, wow. So if
you
I
want to
sent you
support.
$25, could you just give someone a t-shirt?
I can give it or I can mail it to you
Okay.
because you can
Okay.
rock it in support of me
Yay. Thank you. I would
in
I would do
Savannah.
that. Yes, I would do that. I will make sure I send you the money, and yeah, I wanna rock that, and I'm gonna wear it on the 26th. I'm
I
gonna wear it.
appreciate that. I
I'm gonna
appreciate. See,
wear it.
that's how that works.
Yes. So I will be cash apping you my money because I want my shirt
Okay.
so I can wear it while you
Awesome,
walking.
awesome. So I'll
How many
have the
miles are
link
you walking?
posted to my page,
Okay.
for people to register for the walk.
Mhm.
The shirts themselves, you have to reach out to me directly because they're custom
Okay.
shirts for this year.
Okay.
So, yep.
Okay. I'll
Thank
definitely be
you.
getting one from my husband and I. So
Thank
yeah,
you. I
we're definitely
appreciate it.
going to support you. Definitely. And y'all reach out to my girl and support her. Get the shirt. It's $25. We spend $25 on a day on stuff that we don't really need. So
Girl.
support and stand there in the fight with my sister. So again, you've tuned into Just Being V with my beautiful sister and friend, Miss Hillary Brown. We've talking about cancer. And don't be afraid to reach out and if you need help, say something, speak up, and always do what is best for you and your body. This is your body. It's the only one you got. You take care of it. Get your mammograms. Do what you're supposed to do. Do your part. And as
Yep.
always, I love y'all. Agape. Sis, I'm gonna go ahead on and take you off because I have one announcement to make after this. But I
Okay.
love you.
I
I
love you
love you,
too.
baby.
Mwah.
And thank you, sweetheart. Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Hey, y'all. Hey, that was my beautiful sister. I love that lady so much. Like I said, 15 years of friendship. Listen, tomorrow, as I said before, this month is breast cancer and domestic violence month. And so a lot of you may not know because it's not something that I really broadcast, but I am a domestic violence overcomer. I don't like to use the word survivor. I really don't. I don't like breast cancer survivor, domestic violence survivor. I don't like that word survivor. Just like my girlfriend don't like strong, I don't like survivor, because once you survive something, then what? Once you survive, it's something that needs to take place after that. You look at all these horror movies, and they say, "Oh, it was only one survivor." And what happens? You need to get therapy. You need to be on a place where stuff don't trigger you. You need to get healed, all of that stuff. So I like saying conqueror. I am a domestic violence overcomer or conqueror because that's something in my life that I've overcome. And I don't have a problem talking about it. I don't have a problem helping others. I don't have a problem with being transparent. So, tomorrow at 12 o'clock, I will be talking with my girlfriend, Latonya Hendry, about domestic violence. And then Saturday at 4 o'clock, I have another guest at 4 o'clock, Miss Tony Hammond, and we are going in on domestic violence. Listen, you are not alone. You do not have to stay in those situations. There is a way out. There are people there to help you. And yes, sometimes you got to be smart about this. Some may be in a situation where you got to move slowly because there's some crazy people out there. So if you got to put a little money away, if you got to pack clothes bit by bit, but I need you to get out and escape safely. Domestic violence, y'all, is serious. My husband and I, we look at all these shows, and people get killed. We saw one where the man, he set the woman on fire. She got out, but then she went back to him. So, and sometimes they call that what Stockholm syndrome or whatever. You have a lot of people that they connect so much with their abuser, and then they start manipulating them, and they're narcissists. So, y'all, domestic violence is very, very serious. And we're gonna talk about some different situations, so I will tell y'all now, I know both of their stories. So I will tell you trigger warnings, trigger warnings. Tomorrow at 12 and Saturday at 4. Just be prepared. Like I said, I've heard their stories, I know their stories, and there will be some things shared. Whew, there's gonna be some things shared. So just be prepared. And there will be some trigger warnings if you deal with those types of things, so just be prepared. But it's something that needs to be done, that needs to be talked about. So this is your girl, Apostle V, with Just Being V. I love y'all. I pray that you have a blessed evening and tune in tomorrow at 12 o'clock as I talk with a domestic violence overcomer. And as always, I love y'all. Bye.